Yawgmoth. You want to play Historic Brawl with Yawgmoth. So Yawgmoth, quick description. Basically, he reads sacrifice creatures and draw lots of cards. So you've also got that second ability of proliferating, which can be useful if you need to just discard a card. Like you might want to discard Vilas and then reanimate it. There's a lot of lines in this deck, and that's what makes it quite fun to play. You've got many different approaches, but then you've got like ways to go infinite and just win a game off of combo pieces, but you can also try and go the distance. There are some good decks and some bad decks to match up against, but basically if you're versing a deck that has creatures and does play a bit of a board, that's good because you want to have targets for your triggers. You want to have things to target. You can target your own creatures, and I'll show you a little bit of a loop when we get into that. So let's take a little look through the different cards in the deck, kind of what they all do. So your 1-drops, these are generally like, well, this is removal, some utility. You've got fast mana, which is very important. Some disruption, duress, and Thoughtseize. Then you've got a good 1-drop that can be used to trigger Yawgmoth's ability, which is great. Then you've got Village Rites, just in case they target one of your creatures, you can just get in first and just draw some cards. Since we're going to have a lot of creatures out anyway, more card draw the merrier. And for 1 mana, it's easy. Traveler's Amulet makes it easier to hit our land drops, self-explanatory. Here again, a bit more disruption. We've got Blood Artist, actually a very important card in the deck. It's a combo finish enabler. So you've got this on the field. Then you've got, I may as well talk about the main combo. So Blood Artist or a similar effect, like another one that does that kind of effect is the Bastion of Remembrance. So have that down, or Blood Artist down, and then have where are we? Nest of Scarabs down and Yawgmoth, and you basically go infinite. You sack a creature, then because you put a -1 counter on something, you'll get a creature, a black insect to sacrifice as the result of his cost. So it's self-fulfilling. Basically, you just need one other creature to start the process off. But yeah, you got those, any combination of those three. Bastion of Remembrance and Nest of Scarabs and Yawgmoth, or instead of Bastion, Blood Artist. You can also have, there's a couple other ones. There is, gotta think now. Ayara also works because you're getting a new thing coming into the battlefield. Also, Bontu's Monument won't work, but it's a good value card, just making your creatures cost less. But anyway, that's the main combo. Let's just go through the rest of the cards in here. Carrier Thrall, great small creature to keep recurring. Deadly Dispute, similar to Village Rites, except you get the treasure token, which is nice to have some extra mana. Again, Doomed Dissenter, good sack fodder. Again, great sack fodder. Good utility to destroy a creature or an enchantment, because Black doesn't have many ways to deal with enchantments or artifacts. That's one thing that I might be looking into for the deck, maybe some artifact removal, just in case it's like super important. But Nullpriest of Oblivion is really good because you can recur things that you've put in your grave through like Tamia, and then use this to resurrect like a Vilas back to the battlefield, or a Noxious Gearhulk, many different things. Here, sack fodder. So go down here, obviously mana is very important. Treasure map's great to scry through, and also you get mana in the end. Then you've got some of our main cards. Again, enables a combo. This one's a great 3-drop to also, you can go another creature, or you can draw a card depending on what you need. You can exile the opponent's graveyard. Just good utility. Again, drawing cards is great. This is good to maybe make them sack a Planeswalker, or if we play decks that don't use the board much, like don't have many creatures down, that can be tough, like a tough matchup. So Plaguecrafter can sometimes get rid of those Planeswalkers. Varragoth, good to search out combo pieces. Good utility, and can come back as a creature as well, which is nice. Again, combo enabler. Chaos one's a personal choice. It's probably not the best card to have in here, but I just love the card, and I love just randomly getting stuff. And if you're versing like Golos or something that plays big spells, playing something like this on them is really fun. Again, more mana. And then obviously a +1 for all the creatures is pretty nice as well sometimes. Here, just make sure we get our land drops. And you can see we're actually running, I believe it's 36 lands. Let me just double check that actually. Yeah, 36 lands I found to be pretty good. Because you're drawing so many cards, having a bit less lands is alright. Again, Solemn gets those lands. Utility, this is good because you gain life and you get an extra draw. Again, just good utility to just destroy creatures when we need to. This one is pretty good. These are all pretty self-explanatory, just good black creatures. Pitiless Plunderer, that's the one. So you can theoretically get infinite mana with this and like Nested Scarabs, and then you could keep putting Reassembling Skeleton on the battlefield and you'd get all the death triggers, and you could do that. Black Markets was really good at getting lots of mana, but we'll go through here. That's good when you're playing token decks to use this, because it's a 4-drop. They can get rid of all of their tokens because you just put in even, obviously, for tokens. Blood for Bones, good recursion. You see there's a lot of bigger creatures like Massacre Wurm, Sheoldred, Pitiless. These are just like fun, big, stompy creatures that do awesome effects. So I like some of these. And then Grey Merchant or Gary helps us gain some life because we will, lose a bit of life. This is a great card in black. This one is one I'm trying to experiment with. I'm not sure if this will stay in there. This one again is good. You're just going to do lots of damage because lots of creatures are going to be entering the battlefield. Here again, because you've got lots of stuff in the grave. Like if what's the card? I think it's Exile in Peace or something like that. The white card that makes everything go to exile instead of the graveyard. That's a big problem that we can run into. So yeah, be wary of that. Bolus the Citadel, just really good to have to just get through your deck. And yeah, then you've got some lands, obviously good utility, some scry like this, because we're drawing so many cards, you want to have some space in your hand. Don't have to discard it all. Command Tower could probably actually remove out for a extra swamp. I'll actually do that. And I love this little sleeve there. What a cool sleeve to have for this deck.